In this section, you will master a few more fundamentals of the Lambda function, starting with the Lambda function signature. That is, the inputs that come in and the return types or the data that can go out of a Lambda, starting with primitive types, then move on to collections like list and map of data, and then using user-defined types, which are Java POJOs. This Java POJOs piece is very important because later on when you use S3, SNS, etc. to trigger your Lambda functions, the event that come in from those resources will be Java objects. Last but not the least, Lambdas also support input stream and output stream, which makes it very dynamic. When you use input stream, you can receive anything within your Lambda function, and when you have output stream, you can write back anything as a response from your Lambda function. You will also do that, and every Lambda function can receive a context object. The Lambda service creates this context object for every Lambda that it instantiates, and this context will have all the Lambda environment information. You can get the AWS request ID, the function name, how much time is left out for that Lambda to finish its work, the memory that was allocated, the memory it has used, the log group, and more. So you will learn about the context object as well. And if you define any Lambda function as a void function, then that Lambda is a asynchronous Lambda function. It's not going to return anything. It is just triggered, and then it will do some work, and it might ping another resource or do something else. You will also learn what happens when you declare variables at different levels within a Lambda class, which is very important. At a global level, you will declare instance variables, static variables. You will even define a static block, a constructor, and local variables here within the function, and you will then see how they all work out, and you will be introduced to a concept called cold start, a very important concept. And you will be mastering cold start in detail in sections later on. This is just an introduction. It is very important to understand what happens when you define variables at a class level as instance variables.